European storm-petrel is the North Atlantic's smallest seabird, and one that most people have never heard of, let alone seen. Their small size means storm-petrels are very vulnerable to predation, so they nest out of sight in rocky crevices or burrows, and they only move to and from the colony at night. They also tend to nest on remote islands that are free from rats and other introduced predators, and all of this makes them very difficult to study. Monitoring breeding storm-petrels to find out how different colonies are faring can help us to identify the threats they face and to develop effective solutions. Here on the island of Mousa, an RSPB reserve in Shetland, we've been testing a new method for monitoring storm-petrels in the hope that it can be used at sites that are particularly difficult for humans to access. We're testing whether the calls of storm-petrels detected by audio recorders can give us a good indication of the number of nests in an area and how many successfully produce chicks. Storm-petrels nest in Mousa's boulder beaches and walls, and we set up audio recorders at different distances from walls to see how far away the calls of the birds could be heard. To find out how many nests the walls contain, we have to have a chat with the storm-petrels themselves. We play a storm-petrel call from a speaker and listen for responses from within the wall. We can then compare the number of nests that we've found with the natural nighttime call rate detected by the audio recorders. We'd also planned to record the cheeping of chicks later in the season as an indicator of breeding success. But unfortunately, the worsening avian flu outbreak meant that we had to cut our fieldwork short this year to avoid any extra risk to Mousa's seabirds. Thankfully, we've still collected some useful data that will help us to plan future monitoring and research work at storm-petrel colonies that are much more difficult to access.